Hello everybody, Resident here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Tomb Raider Anniversary. In the previous episode, we start off the Sanctuary of the Scion, and today's episode we'll be demonstrating something that's really awesome in this game. We have a boulder right here, we have a couple of rats in the hallway down here, and we could take care of these normally, but what's really funny is this boulder like instantly destroys these rats, and it's honestly really funny. That might be cruel, but these are video game characters, so it's not like it's a real animal or anything like that. But it's still pretty funny. Alright then, so let's roll down the platform. Let's try to destroy these guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh man. They were smart enough to avoid the ball. I feel sad now. How dare they? How dare they have common sense? Alright. So yeah, we're going to be going down through a pretty long hallway right here. I don't know why they made this hallway so big. Well, they probably did to give the game time to load the next area, but whatever. Let's roll the ball down again. Thank God this isn't like Okami, because oh my God, the ball pushing physics in that game were kind of atrocious. They're fun in their own way, but I don't think they're fun in the way that the developers had intended for it to be. Oh wait, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, just be destroyed, be destroyed, be destroyed, be destroyed. Thank you! Shotgun cells right there, if you want to pick them up. I can't, because I haven't been using those weapons. But what we can do is roll the boulder off the cliff. Health back over here if you want it. So, yay. And now we're getting into one of the most memorable parts of the Sanctuary of the Scion. I love this room. Alright, so we have a statue of Horus and Anubis that we can climb across, and what's really cool is, you may be thinking, well, these statues look nice and all, but they must look terrible in the original PlayStation game. Nope! They still look really impressive on the PlayStation game. Like, you'll see what they look like right here on screen, but they still look pretty impressive. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to be climbing across these statues of the Egyptian gods, Anubis and Horus. I really hope that's what their names are. I have them written down in my notes right here, but I could have been mistaken when I wrote those notes down. Again, I'm not nearly as familiar with Egyptian mythology as I am with like Greek mythology or anything like that. But what I am familiar with is jumping across this area, except apparently I'm not, because oh my God, this jump right here is really, really weird. Like, I'll move down on the thumbstick and she'll go down on the ladder, but she'll never jump, and it drives me crazy. But whatever. What we can do instead, I think we want to do this first. We can activate those switches right there, but I'm going to be going over here to set up something that we need to do to go collect the relic in this room. Because, spoiler alert, there's a relic in this room. Alright then, okay. I didn't get this relic on my practice playthrough, so I really hope I don't mess anything up right here. I'm actually a little bit nervous. Let's try this. Come on. Okay, goody. Alright, this switch right here is one you want to activate. Alrighty then, so what we have to do now, we have these beetle statues we have to shoot. The top one, we have to make it pointing left. The bottom left one, we have to make it point upwards, which I didn't do correctly. If you're playing on a non-Wii version of this game, you may deal with a couple problems right here, because the aiming physics, the aiming system in that game can be a little bit tricky to work with. But if you're playing on the Wii version, you have free aiming, so you should be okay. Okay, well, that happened. Alright, so if you fall into the water, what you can do is go over to this ledge over here and just jump back up. Thankfully, those developers, whoever built this temple, was nice enough to think that, oh, people might fall in the water, and those people might be people we don't want to keep out of the sanctuary, so maybe we should have those platforms conveniently level enough or whatever. And jump. I believe there's a wall running segment right here. No, there isn't. It's just a switch. How very disappointing. But what isn't disappointing is that the gate opens up, so we can go downwards. Whee! We can swim! I love swimming in real life. Like, I don't go out swimming nearly as often as I probably should, but I really do enjoy swimming in real life. It's really fun. Alright then, so let's memorize the pattern real quick. Up, left, right, down. Up, left, right, down. Up, left, right, down. Okay. Alright, so let's go over here. And then... up, left, right, down. There we go. Yeah, I can remember simple things like x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I apologize. I've been taking math classes in college for like, what, a year and a half? 2 years? I don't know. I've been taking math classes for way too long. But what we can do is go up this beetle platform and jump upwards. Woo! Whee! We're jumping! That'd be so much fun to do in real life. I probably wouldn't be able to do that, but it's still really cool. That's why I love these games, because you can do stuff in these games that you probably wouldn't be able to do in real life. It's awesome. Alright then, so let's jump across this first. I think if you activate that switch, you're going to miss your chance to get this relic. Maybe wrong about that, but I don't want to take any chances. But what we can do is go over here and collect the next relic. Feel free to read this one on your own time. I really like this one in particular, because it goes a little bit into detail about Egyptian mythology. I could read the bottom one. It says, in a battle against his brother Set for control of Egypt, Horus lost one of his eyes, or something like that. It's really interesting. I like when things like that go over the actual mythology of the area that it's based off of. They probably did do that for most of the relics as well, but I just didn't particularly care about reading those ones. But what we can do over here is jump on the switch. And you rise the water. It's the water temple from Ocarina of Time all over again. Oh boy, when we get to that point in my live streams of that game, that's gonna be fun. So there's nothing going to prevent us from achieving our destiny of going inside that room, right? 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 Nope. We have a lot of tough enemies to deal with right here. So, yeah, again, this isn't probably... I probably could go... You know what? We have a lot of ammunition, so why not? We're going to be dealing with these guys with the super handy-dandy powers of of failing the adrenaline headshot. That was a very, very awkward camera angle. Excuse me! Rude of you. Yeah, this area right here, there's a part of the original Tomb Raider game that was very similar to this one as well, where you were dealing with a lot of these tough enemies at once. And I just cannot do the adrenaline headshot right now, can I? And we're out of the ammunition with that weapon. Oh boy. Okay, so what I was trying to say a moment ago was that there was a part like this in the original... What the heck? You were nowhere close enough for me to do that. Just die already. Come on. There we go. As I'm trying to say, there was something like that in the original game. You'll see a clip of it on screen right now, but as soon as you got out of the major sanctuary, the Scion room, then you got to a part where all those tough enemies that came out of nowhere. And it was very, very tricky to deal with. I gotta say this right now, when I was recording footage of the original game, I was so nervous right there. Because basically what I'm doing when I'm recording footage of the original game, I'm using a level skip cheat to make it so that I don't have to replay the entire game over and over again whenever I'm doing this, because I'm also actively working on an actual playthrough of that game, and I don't want to save over it accidentally. So I get very nervous about potentially dying in the original Tomb Raider game, and needless to say, I almost did die when I was trying to record the footage of that, and it was very scary, but luckily I made it through. Right. Because it would have really sucked if I had to go through all that again, because I would have had to have replayed the entire level again, and the Sanctuary of the Scion was a very long level in the original game. It's a very long level here, but still, you get my point. Is this where I want to go next? I hope this is it. There we go, okay. That's a bit of a weird jump to do. Alright, so we're going to be looping around here. And then... we just use the Scion of Teokan to activate this platform. And I gotta say this. How horrible would it have been if this was the place Laura discovered first? If Laura came through all that, only to find out that she needed the other 2 pieces of the Scion before coming into this place. How horrible would that have been? That would have been funny, but oh my god, I can just imagine that, like how she comes through all that stuff, all the obelisk of the Scion, the Temple of Kamun, all the stuff we dealt with in this level, only to find out that, oh, I can't get a Scion right here, because I need 2 more. I have no idea where they are. Oh boy, that's going to be a lot of fun. Thank goodness this was the last one we found. And something else that's going to be pretty convenient is the fact that there is an artifact in this area that we can go grab real quick. So what you want to do, jump backwards over here, and then go this way. And then the artifact is right there for you to go grab. I want to make sure I'm lined up correctly because I don't want to go through that again. And let's see this. Alright. Yay! Alright, I want to double check to make sure we got all the rewards. Yes, we did. That was the last reward in Egypt. Woo! Alright, I think we're gonna have to go back all the way the long way. So, fast forward! And now, he's used the Scion of Qualopec. And the final door is open. So without further ado, let's go.
What have you to say for yourself?
The gods favor action, not counsel.
Yet it is this council that rules over you today.
You rule over nothing. Atlantis is in ruin. Nothing can change that. Everything must burn. Only then can the Seventh Age begin.
This was a path to madness. I wash my hands of it.
For your treachery. For using the knowledge of the Scion to unleash our armies against us. I expel you forever from the secret order of the Three, and condemn you to shame in the frozen limbo of eternity.
It cannot be stopped. The wheels of Cathar are already in motion. Doom will find you both. And I rise from the dust of your bones to finish what I've started!
It was you. You were the Queen of Atlantis.
Once.
And the Scion holds its history.
It holds far more than that. All the knowledge of the ancients. Things none of you could even comprehend.
What is the Seventh Age?
How far are you willing to go to find out, Lara? Not far enough, I'm afraid. Kill her quickly. We have work to do.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Enjoy watching. I'm cutting. Nothing like the smell of fresh meat.
You see that cold? That was all me. Damn. And just as we were getting to know each other.